research shows that most people do not have a crisis in midlife.
Hmm.
Now, that said, there are some people who do have a
Mhm.
legitimate crisis in midlife, so we can't
Mm.
discount it completely. We found, depending on the sample, between 10 and 20% of our adult population will report that they have had a crisis. But that said, midlife can be a stressful and difficult time. Not everybody's at the top of their game in midlife.
Mhm.
And so we
Mhm.
do want to acknowledge that. There's been much written of late about the deaths of despair in midlife. There are some people that are down and out and not doing well. And in
Mhm.
fact, clinical depression does peak in midlife. Fortunately, that's something that can be treated. And so I think it's important for people to differentiate a midlife crisis from depression, for
Mm.
example. Some people may be
Yes.
feeling bad and having issues, but to say it's a midlife crisis, we don't necessarily have treatments for midlife crisis, but we do for depression. So I think it's important that we really understand what's going on and not necessarily label it as a crisis. But I think many people do raise questions at midlife about what they've done. Have they met their goals? Have they accomplished what they set out to do? And they may want to make some changes, or they realize they didn't do everything they thought they did, and they may revise their goals and go in new
Mm.
directions. And I think that's really a natural process at any transition point, certainly in midlife, but it also could be at other points in time as well. Transitions are a natural point for thinking about where one is and where one's going, and it can create some uncertainty and something that we do need to take into account and address.